Piper with the weekend video clip, and it's Saturday the 11th of November. Quick service announcement this morning. Firstly, I've been on a cryptocurrency conference the last 3 days, so haven't been keeping up with my emails. If you sent me an email, haven't got a reply, please send me another one. I will get through them, but it's possible I might miss something. I don't like missing emails, or I can possibly avoid it. Secondly, a while back, in fact about a year ago I suppose, not almost exactly, I started getting involved in what you might call alternative investments. Cryptocurrencies is the major one, but I have done a few other investments. Skyhub Digital was one, Britannia Gold is another one, which is I think at the very moment searching for gold at the bottom of the ocean somewhere around the UK. Also, one of our number, actually a trader who has been part of the Big Call community, is setting up a company called Lending Zone, which is a loan comparative site. These sites can become quite valuable, so I'm putting some money into that as well. If anyone's interested in any of these sort of ventures that would like to be on a list for just sharing information, then please let me know. Just email me from the normal address. And now I'll go and look at the DAX. The DAX has got a fairly clear pattern developing. 1, 2, possibly 3 to there. So this could be some kind of somewhat unusual fourth wave developing. So one more decline down will give us 5 waves down. And that could be the start that the peak is actually in, and that the bear bull market is actually over. Remains to be seen how that develops, of course. Haven't got the fifth wave yet. Need to see the corrective rally as well. And then we need to worry about it being an ABC rather than a 5 in a bigger time frame. But certainly we do see an ABC coming up now, and I'll be looking to do a big call and sell the rally with a view to it breaking down again. So that's what we're looking for on the DAX. Right, FTSE's also got interesting. We had the rally from here, following ABC. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we have got 5 waves up here. 1, 2, rather truncated, but we have got a very brief blip up around 7580. Didn't make new highs though, so looks like we could have seen a fifth wave failure on FTSE. That's my favourite count at the moment, followed by 1, 2, 3. So again, we could see 4 or 5 coming in over the next week or so, followed by an ABC rally. Not quite so clear. I would have preferred to see 7-6 taken out, but that hasn't happened. This count ties in with the DAX. There are more complex counts, but I think I'll leave those for another day until something becomes clearer. Looking at the Dow, we just see more of the same, really. I mean, there is a bit of a blip down, but nothing really to write home about. I prefer to wait to see some clarity, really, before getting too excited on the US market at the moment. Similarly, gold is inspiring at the moment. We saw this large fall off 1360, around 1260, and we bounced back around 50, not quite $50, so less than 50% bounce. And we then retested the low, but the rally since then has been extremely uninspiring. A bit of a sell-off last week. I mean, certainly support is vulnerable here. If it breaks, then we're going to see possibly another leg down of a similar $100. So we could be testing 1200 again before too soon. So that's not looking very, very good right now. All right, pound dollar, another market that's taking its time from the peak here. We have a 1 to there. Look like an A, B, C, slightly lower peak on the C. This could be a wave 1 of 3, A, B, C. So we could have seen actually wave 2 of 3, and this could now be coming down with some power. We need to see next week, but an extreme stop below there, and all below there, and possibly shorter term might be one way to play this. Otherwise, look for the action and use that as your stop, perhaps, to get on board or out of positions. But we do need really to see this resolve itself. I think it's fairly clear that we had 1 and 2, so I'm looking for a third wave decline here, which could be quite sharp. And certainly, having seen the ABC here, then it's a good indication that might well be seen next week. So that's one market to watch carefully next week. All right, here's a daily chart of Bitcoin. So we had the 5 wave form from here: 1, 2, 5 wave, 3, 4, and a 5 wave, 5. Now there are a few variations on that theme. For example, this can be a 1, 2, 1, 2, allowing for a 4, 5 up here. But the key thing is really, is this correction over? And obviously we've still got this 1, 2, 1, 2 here. So I'm not expecting anything too dramatic right now on Bitcoin. But this the current decline, it might extend. Let's go down a leg. Right, so the peak came in here. At the conference we discussed this move, and we thought that probably some larger player came in. The market cap went above 200 billion, so good reason to get in. Went up, and then they took their profits. It went down again. At the same time, they had all the news on the fork was pulled back. So people are buying in to get into the forks and then selling after the fork to get the free coins. The coins aren't actually free as such, at least not necessarily free. That's the way Bitcoin Cash works, so people tend to fight the last war and the current war. Anyway, this is an A. We've got an A, B, C, then a 1, ABC 2, 5 wave 3, ABC 4. So one more 5th wave down will complete the complete ABC. So I think that's quite likely to see one more sell-off down below 6.4. Now that might then be complete. We could then see new impulsive action coming in, and we'll know that by the patterns it develops, although not, of course, with 100% guarantees. And then we could see that final 5th wave, which I was talking about. However, it could be a bigger correction, so we could see an ABC instead. A, B, C. Another leg down is quite possible also, so it needs to be watched quite carefully right now. One other factor is that Bitcoin Cash rallied quite strongly last week as Bitcoin was falling. There is a war going on in that the title Bitcoin goes to the most successful of the coins. So this is judged by hash rate, as I understand it. Hash rate is how much mining goes on. So what is currently Bitcoin could lose its crown, and the key difference between Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash is that Bitcoin is slower. So if you think of a single lane road, that's Bitcoin. Think of a 6-lane highway, that's Bitcoin Cash. So if Bitcoin Cash is widely adopted and that speed becomes important, then it could be that Bitcoin Cash actually takes the crown and becomes Bitcoin. So that's something to consider. I mean, the key thing is to keep both, basically. You don't really want to you don't want to sell either one particularly, although of course you might want to consider selling Bitcoin and buying Bitcoin Cash, but of course that also carries risks. One final comment from the conference last week. The 3 to 5 year projection for the price of Ethereum, which is currently around $300, was $25,000 per coin within 3 to 5 years. So that occurred, obviously, that would be an extremely good advance going forwards and something worth considering. But again, we don't know the future. All we can do is project, and I'll be giving more information from the conference going forwards. Right, that's all for today. If you found that interesting and useful, back for a report on Tuesday morning, subscribers. Have a great weekend. Thanks for listening, and bye for now.